That's great.
Yeah.
It's quite bold. So based in Nigeria or where are you?
I'm based in Nigeria. I am one of the astronomy educators, coordinators in Nigeria. So I spread hands-on citizen science program. Let me accept this person.
Okay. Malkia is my colleague. Yeah, she's the one we've been waiting for.
Okay. Okay. So without wasting much time,
Ready to.
can we get started already?
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. What is going on with this?
It's too heavy.
But can you see my screen now?
You can see your screen. We're waiting for the PowerPoint to load.
Okay.
So Malkia is an astronomy and astrophysics graduate
Okay.
from the University of Nairobi. Yes. She's the main focal point in our space science program.
Okay. Okay. Hope this thing will load successfully. Okay. Oh, what is going on?
There it goes.
It's coming up. It's coming up. Is someone coming in? Let me check. This is hanging badly. Okay. My apologies for all the delay. So let me start by introducing myself, and this is me, and I am one of the national astronomy coordinators in Nigeria, and also I founded this Pan African Citizen Science e-lab. So citizen science simply means a kind of a research that incorporates experts to the members of the public. So you can have a kind of a research and you want the members of the public to help you analyze some images. And it started from astronomy, although Other fields have citizen science, but from the history of citizen science, it started from astronomy. So, because in astronomy we deal with big data, we deal with a large amount of data, and the experts working in the space industry cannot exhaust the whole data, and they cannot even utilize artificial intelligence either, because artificial intelligence is not all that perfect to carry on with the activity. So that is where we have the citizen science. So it's a kind of a collaboration between experts and ordinary members of the public. So it has been going on for many years, but I saw it as a need to spread citizen science in Africa. That is why I came up with the idea of Pan African citizen science. And in this our group, we carry out some of these activities. Called the first one is Pan African Asteroid Search Campaign. ISAC. It is sponsored by ISAC, meaning International Astronomical Search Collaboration. So in this group, we search for asteroids. We search for asteroids. You know, asteroids are formed from the remains when the sun formed. So, but because of they didn't form a full planet, they settle between the orbits of Jupiter and Mars, and because of the distortion of the gravitational force of Jupiter on the asteroid belt, sometimes they move out of orbit and they crisscross the orbits of inner planets, and sometimes we get hit by it. So that is why we have programs on that. I'm going to talk about that soon. Then we have Zoo Universe. In these, we engage students in galaxy classification, planet hunting. So you must have heard about scientists discovering planets, okay, or discovering new galaxies. Most of these works are done by citizen scientists, okay. So we share programs on this. We have more, but these are just the examples. Then we have programs on image processing and the web telescope. In this part, we make use of web telescopes. There are some kind of modern telescopes we call web telescopes. We use it to carry out research. So we incorporate the members of the public, those that love space, into it. They learn how to take images, make observations. Okay, when you have the kind of telescope that most people are used to, or those kind of telescope you have that are in a site, people come to the telescope to make observation and take data. But this kind, called web telescopes, they are remotely operated. You can stay in the comfort of your office or your lab and use your computer to be controlling this telescope. So you can schedule observations and take images. So we have observation time with SLU, Institute of Astrophysics. They have about 10 telescopes, and we have with Last Compress Observatory. Then the next one is space competitions. So this is about astronomy and astrophysics competitions. You have students that are passionate about space, and they really want to compete. They want to test their knowledge about space. We share competition. In fact, this has been going on since February, and it is ending on 21st of this month. I don't know if there's still chance for Kenyan students to participate, but after this program, I'm going to share your link to distribute it in case if they are interested. Then we have Python for astronomy. We have materials that will guide interested ones on the kind of Python codes we apply in astronomy. And this is my contact. This is my email and my phone number. So like we are already conversing. So uh, let me check. Just a second. My computer is hanging badly, especially this PowerPoint.
We'll be patient. There are 12 slides. There's not a big deal. We'll wait.
Okay.
So apart from Python, what are you using it for?
Okay. It's mostly for those into astrophysics research. You know, the kind of Python we apply in astrophysics is different from the one you apply in other fields. So we just teach them some of the programs. We have not. I don't teach it, but I have programs you can learn it on your own, like in a notebook. So
Mhm.
you can learn it on your own from the interested
Okay.
ones. Okay. So this is our this is our pages on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So if you type any of these, you can follow our activities and our posts. You will see some of our works there. And we also have a community uh, WhatsApp group where we share our programs. There you have
Yes.
many people from Africa, because we have been running this program for the past since 2020, towards the ending of 2020. So we have been able to connect to so many people, so many communities across about 35 countries. So maybe later on I will add you to the group. So this is about the asteroid I was telling you. This is just one of the programs that we are doing. Okay. So let me just give some little discussion on the asteroid. So look at the orbit. This is the asteroid belt. Okay. Look at the asteroid belt there. And this is Jupiter, and that's Mars. That's the orbit of Mars. That's Mars there. You can see my mouse. So because of the size of Jupiter, it has more gravitational pull. It has more gravitational influence on the asteroid belt. So other reasons, but this is just one of the reasons. So from time to time, these asteroids, they move away from their orbit. They move away from their orbit and they enter into the orbits of these inner planets, which are Mars, Earth, Venus, and Mercury. So it's very dangerous. Just imagine that you are on a high speed, on a high speed, and some vehicle just crosses your way. You know how dangerous that uh, can be. So look at them. Look at the asteroids there. So you see how numerous they are. The ones that you are seeing here are the ones that has been discovered and cataloged. So so we have about 1 million of them here, over 1 million. But in theory, we have about billions of asteroids. So you can imagine, look at their numbers, look at the orbits of Earth, especially Earth, because we're living on Earth. And from time to time, we witness asteroid impact. They can destroy a city because asteroids, they range in sizes. They can range from 1 meter to several kilometers. So from time to time, we experience impact on these asteroids. So and look at it. Since the formation of the planet Earth, we have had about let's say about 5 impacts, and each of these impacts, major impacts, let me just say major impact, has resulted to the loss of lives. So even you must have learned about the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs, they were destroyed because of the asteroid impact. So it's unfortunate because they didn't have a space program. But luckily for us, we have space programs. So look at the recent asteroid impact. This one happened in 1908. Look at the size. Look at the crater it created on Earth. Very huge. Okay, and the recent one we had was in 2013. It happened in Russia. It happened in Russia on February 15. Look at how it was. Look at the brightness. It was brighter than the sun when it happened, and it happened within few few seconds. few seconds, it caused so much damage to that city. Look at that city here. That's the name of the city. I can't pronounce it very well, but it caused so much damage. Although not, it's a remote place. It destroyed about 1,500 homes. So since 2013, the international community set up surveillance. They pumped in resources and set up surveillance over our skies to be monitoring these asteroids. So we have different kinds of surveillance systems. We have the linking near-Earth asteroid research. We have near-Earth asteroids. So look at them. They comprise both ground and space telescope. But the one we are making use of is the Pen Star. The data we are making use of is the Pen Star. So, and here is the Pen Star telescope here. This is the Pen Star telescope. So, after scanning the sky, the data is sent to the Isaac. This is the link. I will share the link very soon. It is sent to Isaac people, and this is an organization that is in charge of relating the data to the public. Many schools from all around the world register to be part of this because schools use it as part of their program to inspire and children, secondary school, university, anybody that is interested in space research. And you know what? Whatever you discover becomes yours. You can name it. You can name whatever you discover. It's not that you do it for the scientists, you are doing it for yourself. You enjoy the program, and if you make discoveries, you will name it. So far, since we have been doing this program, we have discovered, our African team in general has discovered up to 30 asteroids. So, but we have not named it yet. We just have a provisional number for it, but in the next 6 to 10 years, the discoverers will have the opportunity to name those asteroids. So it is a very interesting program. Look at our African team. This is our African team. Somebody came in. Let me welcome that person. Let me welcome that person a moment. Oh, accept.
Okay, that's also my colleague Amos.
Okay. All right, let me continue in my talk. So this is our Pan-African Asteroid Search campaign team. We have had this campaign severally. This is just one of them. So many countries, even Kenya. I have worked with some other groups in Kenya called Space.
Spock.
Yeah, I've worked with so many groups. I'm mostly into working with groups that had, astronomy clubs, universities, space agencies. So I'm reaching out to everyone that have groups that are interested in space research. Then we have requirements. The requirement is a computer. To participate, you should have a computer, and it must be a Windows operating system. It could be Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Windows 11. The astrometrical software can work in any of these Windows. Then we have your internet has to be good, okay? It has to be good, 4G preferable. Then we have time commitment. It depends, actually. It depends. But this is not a program where you will stay for long, okay? You can decide to be doing it weekends. You can decide to be doing it 2 times a week, depending on your schedule. Then we need at least a minimum at the start. We need a minimum of 3 persons to form a group because it's a group work. It's a group work because you have to analyze so much data. You have to discuss. You have to have a discussion because it's part of the fun. So I will come back to this. I would like to go straight to the Isaac website so that we can see um, the website and how to navigate it to get what we want. So in my search, I'm going to type international. I guess you should do the same too so that you can follow up. International Astronomical Search Collaboration. International Astronomical Search Collaboration. So if you type it, okay, it will bring you the page. So welcome to Isaac. So we pronounce it Isaac actually. So you can scroll down and look at. Oh, let me go back to that. This is our Nigerian team from Niger Republic. This is a lecturer and a researcher from Niger Republic. He has been active since 2021, and they have made so many discoveries. This is just one of their discoveries. He has a very powerful telescope, his personal telescope there. Although you don't need a telescope for the program, okay? You don't need a telescope. But this is just his personal telescope anyway. So these are some of the teams. By the end of the month, you receive certificates. The students receive certificates of participation. Then you can see some participants from all around the world. So when your team is done, you can send your pictures to them. They will upload it here. So let's keep scrolling. And here, these are the numbers of provisional discoveries that has been made this year alone. So provisional discoveries are real discoveries. When you participate in the asteroid research and you make some certain discoveries, they are called preliminary. So in next 6 months, those observations will be analyzed further to know if they are true or not. So if they are true, you will get provisional discoveries of asteroids. So, and these are the upcoming campaign. The upcoming campaigns. Let me show you our Pan-Africa. Look at our Pan-African campaign. So this is coming up on 17th, next Monday. And we want your group to be part of us. We want your group to be part of us in this program. So that is it. So if you want to register, you can do that later. You come to register. You come to register. You come here, register for a campaign. You see a document will come out, a PDF document. You can download it later. But I want to explain some certain things there. Okay. I want to look at the page, look at this registration form. Right here, you write your team name, any name you choose. It should be an official name. Then your country and your team members. But the team leader should write his or her name first. Any name that is spotted here is regarded as the name of the team leader. So, in fact, you can write the team leader's name and email and send it, because during the campaign, you will have the opportunity to write the names of your team members in your team page. So, even if this space is not enough, you can still send the form to this email here, Ms. Cassidy. But while sending it, you have to inform Ms. Cassidy that you want to register under Pan-African. It is very important that you mention Pan-African and put my name in the CC. Once you mention Pan-African and they spot my email in the CC, they register you under Pan-African. So that is all about the registration. So now let's go into the real business. We'll come back to other things. Now let's go into the Astrometrica. That is the software that we use for this exercise. So I want you to, so look at it here. Look at what it does, the software does. So you use it to simulate images. You have about 4 images or 5 images or 6 images taken at different time intervals. So you can simulate them with the software and it will give you a sense of motion. So that is what it does. So we have the practice image data set. This is for practice. It's exactly the kind of image that we use. But the only difference is that this one is old. So Isaac has put it here for practice, for teams to use it for practice. Then we have the manual guide. It will help you on how to use this software and this practice image set. So right now, this is what we want to do today. We want to practice how to analyze data. So go ahead and click on these 3 links here to download the content. When you are done, you let me know. Click on those links to download it. When you are done, you let me know.
So just download and install or download and wait.
Okay, after downloading, install the Astrometrica setup. It's a software, install it.
Okay.
Right, after the downloads. But these two will appear as a
Command
compressed
prompt.
file.
Okay.
So you need to unzip it with a special software called WinRAR. Or maybe you have it already in your computer. You can. So after downloading, you will see it practice image sets. But I want to just wait for you guys to come up to my level before we can go on. I already have it in my system, so but I want you to go ahead to download it.
Most Malkia, you can post on the chat whether you've completed installation.
In your system, a kind of a software you can use to open compressed files.
Pardon?
Do you have WinRAR, like a kind of a program that can help you to unzip compressed files?
Yeah, we have, yes.
Okay, for the
Yes, yes, we
practice,
do.
as you are installing, you can use it to unzip the zip files. Can extract files. But I hope everyone has downloaded it.
you have downloaded.
Okay. So, okay, you have also installed.
Yes.
Okay. So let me open this. If you open that practice image, you would see. Oh, sorry, this has blocked me.